it is pretty easy to have a small vision for your YouTube channel. And what I've seen is, just for myself personally, is like, you just kind of think along the lines of, if I can just get like 100,000 subscribers, if I can just get 100,000 views, if I can just make X amount of money, whatever. It's pretty easy to try and make it as a YouTuber, because just hitting certain milestones kind of signify that you've reached a certain level. And I think we want to know that we've made it as fast as possible. But I had an epiphany recently, because I found that I was limiting myself to what I wanted to make. I kind of had this idea of like, oh, I want to just be someone who makes videos about Disney, and then I can travel around the world with my family and make videos. Yeah, I mean, that's true for sure. I would love that. That would be great. But I think that was still so small. That's a pretty selfish reason to want to even grow a channel from the first place, because that's me centered. It's like, hey, I want my life to be like this, and that's why I'm making the videos. And I think that mentality is where burnout happens. That's where it's like, you get to that point, you're like, what am I even doing this for? If I'm just doing it just to travel around the world and write it as a tax write-off, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is it. I'd rather just make a lot of money doing another job and just spend a lot of money on a vacation from all the money I make at my nice fancy business, whatever. For me, I had a moment where I was walking in Disney Springs about to get a cookie from Gideon's Cookies with my wife and my son. And we were just kind of like talking. I kind of had this moment where I was like, I could do so much more with this. And I don't know where I'm at here with it, but the idea that even if my YouTube channel took off, the vision I received of like this being just the tip of the iceberg, man, that fired me up. Because it told me, hey, listen, there's so much more that you can do here. And you gotta hurry up, bro. You gotta freaking do, this is the tiny stuff. Just do the work of making the videos. I don't know, man. It's easy to see your own videos and think it's like really tiny. To see yourself as just a little fish, which you are right now. Most likely, if you're watching this, you're a little tiny fish. You're a little skipper, little skippy-roo. And do I tell you? Yeah, I'm going to tell you. It's going to change probably, most likely. Just knowing who I am. I'm that guy. If you're watching this and you feel like you relate to me, maybe you'll feel like you relate to me more. I'm that guy that gets an idea and I'm like, this is it. This is the path forward. And then a month later, I'm like, this is it. This is the path forward. And most of the time when I have those, I'm more of like, oh, it'd be cool if this happened. Oh, one day I'll do this. I love saying stuff like that. One day when I do XYZ, I'm going to do this other thing. I'm going to skydive and teach my kid how to skydive. I'm going to go scuba diving and be the next Steve Irwin, right? Like, that's kind of the way I'm at. Like, whenever I watch Zaboomafoo, I was watching my child watch Zaboomafoo. I'm like, I want to be the Kratt Brothers. I want to have a freaking show where I just hang out with animals all day. That was all. I remember being a kid. I thought that was the best. That was going to be the best job ever. I remember wanting to do that as a kid. I wanted to be a SeaWorld dolphin and orca trainer. That's what I wanted to be. I was like, that would be so sick. Anyways, that's kind of how I am. But I was thinking about this. I was like, what's stopping me from creating Disney entertainment that, frankly, Christian families want to watch? I think I remember being a kid and like it was just safe for, we could watch Disney. Like, it was a family focused show and it was like, hey, listen, you can watch anything Disney because we pretty much agree with everything Disney says. And as a Christian family, that was pretty standard. That was pretty basic. I hate to say it, but there's a lot of standards that Disney has nowadays that I don't necessarily agree with. I don't hate it, nor do I hate the people they're trying to include. Not at all. The way Disney wants to raise, or essentially the way Disney encourages what family looks like, I don't agree with that. And I want my kids to know that that's not the way we're going to be a family, essentially. But also, we can love those families, right? So anyways, all that to say, I'm like, what is stopping me from creating the Disney content that I wish still existed? Nothing. In fact, I could make it. Like, my channel would be the driver of attention potentially, but then it's like, what is creating a child family friendly show look like? Like, what does it look like to not just, like, I think my main channel videos, I want anybody, like, I want the entire family to be able to sit down and hang out and watch those. I've seen a lot of comments saying that's what they did. I love that. But I'm like, what would it look like to make kids content? But that's the thing, is like, all the kids content nowadays is cringe. All the kids content is brain rot. And I don't want to make kids content because, like, I just want to make money. I've just been thinking, like, what if I made kids content because I want my kid to watch something? Like, there are creators that I'm like, I'm down for my kid to watch this because I know it's beneficial to them. Not because, I don't know. As a parent, I see it differently now. I'm seeing things that my son, who's 18 months old, he sees me, like, flip the trash bag with my hands, and then he tries to do it. Kids absorb so much, and to just let our kids watch brain rot all day, like, it's horrifying. And usually I find when I'm passionate about something, that means I should do something about it. So, I don't know. Maybe that's something I end up leaning into. Maybe not, definitely not this year. And maybe not even next year. Like, future thinking, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, getting into starting using, making some kids content that's kind of like I almost imagine, like, what if Disney Junior was, like, actually good and not terrible? What if there was content that wasn't cringe, but it was designed for kids? I don't know. I'm thinking, like, what would it look like if I made VeggieTales or 3-2-1 Penguins? It's just a thought. All that to say, this is definitely selfish content. I'm going to be posting more of these, only because I look back at the other videos on this channel and I'm like, man, even though these only get like 20 views, like, I enjoy seeing my train of thought. Like, where was my brain during this season of life? And right now, this is what I'm thinking of. I'm just thinking of, like, my mind has been so small. I've thought very small over the last 2-3 years. It's like, I just want to make enough money. I want to get enough views. I don't want anything else to change in my life. I just want it to be a little bit better. It's like, no, why shouldn't I try and make it way better? Why shouldn't I try and change it completely? Why shouldn't I try and make the biggest Disney entertainment content channel? Like, the Disney niche is not so small, it's not so big that I can't become the number one player here, frankly. I think it's ripe for someone to become the number one, because the number one player, they seem like amazing people, but they just do it different. And I think I can bring something to the table that could put me up in the upper echelons of Disney entertainment content. Not that that's my goal. I just want to be the best in whatever I do. I want to do the best unto the Lord, you know? Why should I just accept my place as just being small? Like, no, I want to become the best / biggest Disney creator. We'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll be in the same exact space next year. Hopefully not. But I want to get there. I want to be a huge creator I want things to look different next year. And the only thing standing in between me and that is just like making more videos, frankly. So trying to figure that out. And then it's like, okay, once I become the #1 rated creator in the Disney niche, how do I expand? What's next? Is it kids content next? Is it making another like the kids channel would be a completely different channel. It would be like, I don't know, Disney Channel. It would just be its own thing. Dino videos will always be Dino videos. But then it's like, okay, what if it's like I turn my main channel into Dino at Disney, and then I make another channel where I'm doing stuff all over the world and not just Disney focused. I think that's maybe more of like a 3-4 year play. I want to make sure my annual goals is like just post videos. Just freaking post the videos. I think if I do that, I think if I post videos consistently for the next 8 months for the rest of the year, I'll be close to 100K subscribers for sure. I believe that. At least over 50K, especially if I get started on shorts. Anyways, I've rambled too much at this point. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this next one won't take too long to get out. I want to make more of these. I love you.